Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Saturday, April 19th. All right, it's mid-weekend. We're going to go ahead and dig right in, see what's going on. Yesterday's reading was really interesting. It was something else. So anyways, we'll see if today's reading is a continuation or if it heads in another direction. I don't know. Let's see. Well, we got finality in the reverse to start off the reading. Okay. All right. What else? Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. And we've got silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. Bottom of the deck here is elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. So we've got somebody here who is feeling hopeless about something not coming to an end. Somebody must have thought that something had come to an end that did not come to an end. And they're falling apart over this. All right, let's see. We've got family. Okay, let's get one more. Death. So there's something here to do with a transition in a family here. Is this like blood ties, or is this, what I'm getting is almost like a inspiration. This may not be an actual family yet. Yeah, goal. That's exactly what this is. Daydream at the bottom of the deck. You may have eyes for somebody here. Somebody that you could see yourself forming a bond with, like a long-term family with this person. 222 was just on the clock. Like a very happy home. All right. Someone here may have tried to put an end. Someone did try to put an end to this. Their hope was that this would, if you were bonding with somebody, that if there was a separation between the two of you, or if there were hard times or something like that, someone thought this was done, and it's not. Actually, what happened here is that there was a transformation. So if there was a separation between you and somebody else, that was just that. Okay, it wasn't a goodbye. It was a I'll see you later. It was a, we need to be separated for the time being, for whatever the reason was, whatever was keeping the two of you apart. Yeah, we've got fury and blind. You got someone here that's just completely upset over this. Profession, compromise, right? So this could be someone that you work with. You could have a relationship with someone that you work with, that you're forming a bond with, that you could potentially see the two of you sharing a family together with in the future. What is this? Blind? Illness? Nightmare? Yeah, someone here thought that something they did would end this bond between you and another person. What is this? Fury? Fate. Okay, they're upset because something here is destined. There's a destined connection here. Whether this is something that becomes romantic, or whether this ends up being like a best friend, or whatever the case is, there's a very strong connection here. I'm getting romantic. Okay, because there's this heart over her head. All right, and I'm almost getting like two different families coming together, right? So you've got this masculine with this young child who looks like their child, and then a feminine who has a young child that looks like her child. And this feminine's got eyes for this masculine here. So I don't know, like, if you have children or if this person has children, you know, parts of the reading can resonate, other parts don't have to, okay? Don't take everything to heart that you hear. There's something here about family, though, a future family. We've got real estate, sweet dream, saving. So I don't know. You could just be like silently, you could be moving in silence here, like not really expressing how you feel necessarily to this person or to anybody else. Just living in the moment, allowing this relationship to unfold naturally. But with your eyes on the future, we've got okay, confinement, compromise, stress. Yeah, it's almost like you and this person didn't announce that you were compromising with each other. Okay? So someone here is feeling like someone here is feeling like I don't know, they're very stressed about this. They wanted this to come to an end and it didn't. All right? So anyways, they're very stressed about it. So let's keep going. So basically someone's upset at your fate. And they're also upset that you, I guess, didn't tell them what your future plans are. This could be someone that you're not, this is someone that you're not in communication with. All right. This is also someone who's missing you and thinking about you. All right. So, anyways, let's keep going. Keep moving. We've got happiness. Moving. This is coming out in the reverse. And we've got crickets again. Definitely quiet. No communication here. You're moving in silence. All right. Let's see. Jesus descendant. We've got Judgment Day for your enemies here at the bottom of the deck. You've got divine protection here. You've been walking a very like righteous path. Okay, so you're being protected along the way. There's not where if anybody is wishing ill will on you, it's not going to happen. You may be like sent into hermit mode, or you may have to like take a pause. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. You may have to like pause something that you're working on or something like that, or redirect. But you're very much protected. And you're not going to fail. You're not going to hurt. Okay? You've already worked through your karma. You've already moved out of your south node. You're in your north node. You're in your destiny. And it's going to be up and up from here on out. Not to say you're not going to deal with challenges. Of course you are. But you're going to be protected along the way. Someone here, oh, look, divine protection and intervention. You have a big mission on earth. Yes. So this is coming out with moving in the reverse. Someone wanted you to make a change. Someone wanted you to uplift yourself from where you're at, what you're working on, which is your mission, and to move, go somewhere else. Okay? That's not going to happen. If you have a mission and it is at a specific location, or if you're being called, you know, a lot of divine feminines and probably divine masculines too were called to certain places. Okay. And you may get a calling to up and leave and to change locations. But you also may have a calling to stay at a specific location. That's what I'm getting here for somebody, is that you know that right now, in as far as your mission is concerned, you belong where you're at. So you're not going to move. No matter who tries to come up against you, who tries to isolate you, who tries to make you feel like you don't belong there, you know that's where you belong right now. So you're going to stay there. And you're going to be protected while you're there. Psychic attacks. Judgment day for your enemies. Again, at the bottom of the deck. Some people here are getting their asses handed to them because you were born to be a legend. You have something that you are called to do. And it's wherever you are. Third eye is awakening. We got deja vu here. Okay, you could be sometime soon you got enemies. You could be getting some downloads sometime soon about maybe a past life. Maybe something similar that you went through with the same group of individuals in a past life. I'm getting really tired during this reading. I want to yawn again. That was such a big yawn, and I want to yawn again. I don't know what that's about. Time to shine, Earth Angel Healer. Yeah, I think people are trying to like suck your energy, okay? So if you feel like you need to get more rest, if you feel whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to stay on top of your physical and mental health, continue to do that, okay? You're not going to miss anything. Your mission's not going away, so don't feel like you're on some kind of specific timeline. You've got protection and intervention. All right. What is this? Shaman, an empath. Okay. So you could be connecting with someone who's a shaman. You could be a shaman, empath. Do not worry. Do not worry. Okay. It's just a reminder here. All right. We're going to keep going. So anyways, I did see we have divine masculine that's coming out here quite a bit. Closed in, trapped, frustrated. Okay. We're going to keep this reading moving. We've got child services, kids at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect, abuse, spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. So there could be someone here, and this is coming out in the past position. There could be somebody here who is a hater. Obviously, this is a hater. And I don't know, if you have kids, they may have been either reporting that you were neglecting them or abusing them, or spreading. My goodness, why am I yawning again? I can't help it either. I'm so sorry. They could have been spreading some kind of rumors that you were neglectful or abusive to your children. We have dusted off. Okay, someone's trying to hide something here. We got ignoring in the reverse. And then now we've got kissing ass. All right. Let's see what this is about. strength, Page of Pentacles. So there could be a Leo. Either a Leo could have said something, or you could be a Leo. Someone knows your spiritual strength. You got Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Somebody may have been saying, like, if you were really focused on your work, okay, whether this is spiritual work or something else that you do, whatever it is, you were like focused on a goal. I don't want to restart this reading and I can't stop yawning. I'm not tired. You could have been hyper focused on a goal, something to do with work, okay? And someone may have used that as like an excuse to try to say that you're neglecting your children, or whatever you do is like, you don't mind your kids being at risk. You're just so hyper focused on your work. That's all you care about. You don't care about your kids. Okay? Someone could see your power, see your strength, and they felt threatened by it. So they either reported something or made up some kind of rumors here. We've got Knight of Pentacles, Death. Two of Swords. And then the Fool. So this is someone I'm getting like from your past here. All right. They could be, this could be someone that's in some kind of denial about what happened between the two of you, why something came to an end. This person was talking shit about you in the past, or felt some type of way about you. They were very bothered by you, specifically your spirituality. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's someone was taking advantage of, almost like if you were going through a dark night of the soul in the past, this person was taking advantage of that. It's like they took it upon themselves to almost like kick you while you were down, is the feeling that it's giving. Okay, so say you were going through hard times in the past, and it's like you were holding the faith the entire time you were going through these hard times, like, being led this entire time, knowing that, like, hey, things might not be good right now, but I know they're going to get better. I know that if I stay focused on my work, on my craft, that over time things are going to get better. And it's like, whatever was going on around you, if you were, I don't know, you could have been going through a divorce. You could have been, I don't know, just a single parent at the time. This is if you have kids. If you don't have kids, they could have been using something else, like, I don't know. This is definitely somebody who was looking to attack you wherever they could. Basically, you're hyper focused on your job, you're going through a hard time, and that was like their opportunity to just try to make you feel worse. They wanted to, they didn't like your positivity while you were going through hard times, because this is somebody who has a very negative mindset, period. So to watch you go through hard times and to be down and out, but to be so positive throughout that period, like, man, I'm really struggling. I can't find a job, or, you know, I can't find a place to live, or whatever it is that you are going through. I can't make enough money. It's like this person hated the fact that you maintained a positive attitude despite what you were going through. And there's something here about how they're trying to like change the narrative as far as what happened, why things came to an end between the two of you, because they're just a hater at the end of the day. Because they're so negative within themselves, they can't justify why they talk so much shit about you, or why they treated you so badly when you were going through hard times. They can't justify it. The truth of the matter is they are a fucking hater. That's it. I mean, they need to look in the mirror and go, I didn't like the fact that the collective had faith. I can't understand why somebody could be going through hard times and maintain such a positive attitude, because I'm not positive about anything. That's basically what this is here. This person can't admit to themselves or to anybody else why they did anything, or why they did what they did. Everything's turned upside down in this person's life because the truth is coming out. The truth is you are abundant. You're standing on your own 2 feet. This is somebody who, like I said, kicked you while you were down. They saw you in a hard place, and they didn't give you a leg up. They didn't give you a hand, not a hand out, but a hand, right? Hey, let me help you. And not even like financially or anything like that, just encouraging, or just be a friend. This person couldn't do that because they could not stand your faith. And now that the truth has come out, because people can see you for who you are. Maybe back then they couldn't see you for who you are. All they could see was somebody that was struggling, but they didn't see your faith. They didn't see how you were beat down while you were down. They couldn't see how nobody helped you while you were down, how you had to do this by yourself. People couldn't see that. All they could see was where you were at the time. And if this person's running this narrative about the collective is neglecting their kids, or they're, you know, this, that, and the other, whatever narrative they were rolling with at the time, people may have believed it at the time, because all they could see was the collective kind of down and out. And maybe you weren't, not necessarily that your faith was struggling, but who you are now, you standing on your own 2 feet, you being successful, may have not been the case in the past. So people just couldn't see it. People can see that now. So now people are looking back at this person going, what was it again that you were saying about the collective? Because that's not the case. Like, if you do have kids and this person was saying you're neglectful, they're saying this person's with their children all the time. This person puts their kids before their craft at all times, or whatever it was that this person was talking shit. This is just an example. That was the card that came out. Okay. For some of you, it could have been like, if you don't have kids, it could have been that you got some kind of job offer that this person was jealous about. And so they were talking all this shit about how you didn't deserve that job offer because of whatever. Yeah, basically a false narrative. They were just making shit up, and people can see you for who you are now. All right? People want to celebrate with you. People want to be friends with you. All right? All right, let's keep going. What is this kissing ass anyways? The Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, The Emperor, Five of Swords. So if you were in hermit mode at any point in time, this person was kissing ass to your Emperor. Okay, if you were in separation with your Emperor because you had to go into hermit mode for whatever reason, this person was kissing your Emperor's ass during that time. They thought they had some kind of victory. Okay, they were trying to move in on your Emperor. Yeah, thief. Moves in silence, wasting time. Okay. Anyways, I don't know that this was like a romantic interest here. And this is just somebody who just wanted to like what I'm saying is I don't know that this was a romantic interest necessarily of your Emperors. This was somebody who wanted to ruin what it is that you and your Emperor have together while you were in hermit mode. So they moved in on your Emperor. They were trying to communicate with them. They were trying to collaborate with them. They were like throwing out ideas, okay? So that maybe when you came out of hermit mode, that the two of them would have been collaborating with each other. It could have been a romantic interest. It could have been a business partner. It could have been a friend. It could have been a family member. Any kind of collaboration, whatever it was, this person who intentionally did what they did to split the two of you up or to send you into a separation, they then moved in on the Emperor during that time. We've got holiday, twin flame union, fearless love. Bottom of the deck here is soulmate. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Mirroring each other. We got ascending and mirror. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So with holiday, I mean, tomorrow is Easter, right? So this could be just referring to like present moment type of thing. This could have been a past holiday. This could have been around Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, something like that. It's almost like you and your Emperor right now are just kind of working through self-worth issues, feeling open, feeling confident enough to embrace this union. You've got cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. Addiction at the bottom of the deck, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. The only thing that's holding you and your Emperor back at this point are like past relationships. Past relationships that past I read something today that was really interesting. It was basically saying like if you're in a relationship with someone, now put this family, friends, romantic interest, whatever the case is. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're constantly pouring into this person over and over and over again, you know that it's one-sided, but you're holding out hope that eventually this person's going to change, right? That, and many divine feminines in the collective can relate to this in past relationships, pouring in, just waiting for the day that this person's going to change, right? Everything's going to be it's going to get better. And it was saying too, like, every once in a while this person would share their hurt with you, so it's like you knew them kind of at like a deeper level type of thing. but it's like you were just waiting and waiting for this person to change. And it said, that's not love, that's attachment. Okay, that's what I'm getting here, is this is attachment. This isn't love that is dragging you down or that caused your self-worth issues. This was feeling trapped by love. See how she's got this chain? I don't know if you can see the detail there, but that it's almost like house arrest. She's got this chain around her ankle and it's dragging that heart. It's like what you thought was love was just attachment. It was dragging you down. And your person went through something very similar to this in the past. That this is twin flame union, is two souls that are one. You're mirroring each other. Not mirroring each other in the way that you're ascending together is what you're doing. So if you're spending time with your emperor as a friend, a coworker, whatever the case is, and you're triggered by something that they say or something that they do, you're immediately going in and doing introspection and asking yourself, why is it that I'm being triggered? 3131 was just on the clock. Your person's doing the same thing. Okay, so you may not see this happening on the outside. You would know where you might be triggered, right? So when you connect with this person and something happens or whatever, it could be a little bit triggering, and you have to go, okay, what is it that I'm being triggered by? How does it make me feel? Why does it make me feel that way? I can guarantee it's going to go back to a past relationship. All right, so an example could be, you're in the middle of a conversation with your person and another person comes up and starts to talk to your person when you're in like mid conversation with them, and they start to talk to that person, and it's no problem, right? Like you're not bothered by it in the sense that you don't want them talking to anyone. You're bothered by it in the sense that there's a fear that when you guys pick up that conversation next, that they're not going to be listening to you, or that they're going to, like, almost like, okay, so past relationships, you could have been with somebody, someone comes in, kind of interrupts the conversation, they have a conversation with them, and then all of a sudden it's all about them, right? And they totally forgot what you guys were talking about. They could care less what you guys were talking about because they weren't listening to begin with. So they're not going to just re-engage with that conversation again. It's stuff like that. It's little things like that that can be triggering, that this relationship's not going to be like that, but you're conditioned. You're so used to being with someone who didn't give a shit what you had to say to begin with, that you're worried that this person's also not going to give a shit what you have to say. Okay, and in the same respect, while the two of you are connecting, things might be happening that trigger them, that make them feel like, oh my gosh, what if this is how things go next? Say you connect, this person sends you a text message and you don't respond for whatever the reason is, and it triggers them because they had somebody in the past who didn't respond, and when they didn't respond, it's because they were doing something shady, right? So you don't respond and they have to go introspect and try to figure out, like, what is it, that how am I being triggered, why, that type of thing. Okay, so I'm getting that, like, this is kind of current energy of what's going on with you and your person. The chaser and codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. Photograph, wedding rings. Bottom of the deck, abundance. What is this chaser? Coffee cup. So you both could be working through chasing energy, right? Maybe you were connected with, and this person was connected with people who ran from intimacy in the past, and that you kind of had to chase behind them. So that could be currently what you're working through. There's definitely a friendship here. This person misses you a lot when you're not with them. There's a block here as far as neither of you want to come across as a chaser. Neither of you want to come across as codependent, but that's not what this relationship is. Needs time, takes time, in cycles, time to heal, progress. All right. So it's like there's just, you guys are just working through these old wounds because you both been through some shit. Okay. It's like this is a really, really healthy relationship that, yeah, natural, manifesting the one, natural evolution, psychic connection. So you could have a psychic connection with this person. So if you're feeling like you want to reach out to them, but then something holds you back, right? Because you're still working through some things, or vice versa. That's how this person's feeling. Just keep in mind you have a psychic connection with them, so reach out to them in the 5D. Just, remind them that you're here, that you're not going anywhere, and that you care for them very deeply, okay? And they'll do the same with you. So, all right, let's keep going. We've got marriage, ex-lover, okay? Romance at the bottom of the deck. Friends, insecurities. Player at the bottom of the deck. Intimacy. All right, so we got something here, and then we got divine feminine at the bottom of the deck. Freedom, surrender. Okay. We got I'm sorry, apology, secret admirer, timid. Well, let's get into it. Yeah, the vampire, divine guidance. So you may have been married to somebody in the past who was a player, someone who cheated on you. You may not have been, or this was somebody who, I don't know, was married, whatever it is. This person, they're aware of your Ace of Cups, your new love, your Emperor. Okay, they know this person, or they know of this person. All right, and they've probably tried to circle the block. But anyways, you were divinely guided to get away from this person because they were unfaithful. They vamped on your energy. This is most likely this person that tried to kick you while you were down and made up shitty stories about you. We got the Most High. Your Emperor could be 10 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Your Emperor could be friends with this person or acquaintances. They may know them. All right, your person also with the Most High and divine guidance coming out separately. You've both been guided through this process. We got Six of Swords. Okay, and Six of Wands and Six of Cups. 666 has been coming out so much lately. I may read it again. Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Six of Cups. Yeah, it's a victory over your past. It's moving on, having a victory over your past. Your masculine may want to apologize to you for not understanding what you were going through. Knight of Swords and Temperance. Queen of Pentacles. You may have had to have a lot of patience. If your person was friends with or acquaintances with your past person, and they were like indulging with them at some point or celebrating with them at some point, you may have had to have a lot of patience to get through the situation. Damn, this energy vampire is staring at me while I'm yawning again. Take all your energy. So bad. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, holding back. 3 of Cups. This person's trying to come in with fake love. They already did this to your Emperor. Ghosted, disappearing, freedom, surrender, karmic relationship, whole inner growth. You left that person behind a long time ago. All right, let's keep going. We got unexpected income, coffin, and lovers. Great fortune here at the bottom of the deck. Unexpected income, coffin, lovers. Breaking patterns, grounding. Okay, there's something here about, energy. There's something here about getting your energy protection, alchemy, decision. Yeah, patience, third eye chakra. There's some kind of patterns that boundaries, that's what it is. You needed to set boundaries with somebody. Okay, setting boundaries with somebody made a world of a difference as far as what you have been receiving since setting boundaries. So this is something where release. It's coming out with coffin, heart chakra, lovers. This definitely could be a past lover here. Reconcile, step back, research in the reverse, third eye chakra. All right, so in the past, you may have released somebody, right? But you may have not necessarily done a whole lot of research as far as who this person really was to you, or what the relationship was, or maybe you didn't quite understand the lesson. All right. Or you may have been holding, epiphanies. It's like it was over time. This person wanted to reconcile with you, and you were led to take a step back. All right. You were led to take a step back, not to reconcile with this person, to take a step back for a minute. Use your spiritual gifts. All right. That's when these, conquer. Make this decision the right way. Sacral chakra, heart chakra, detour, rebirth. It's almost like in order to go through this transformation and for this union with your Emperor to even be possible, this person from your past had to circle the block so that you could see things clearly, so that you could see that this person was a lesson, that there was something to do with your sacral chakra, your heart chakra, to really understand that this was an abusive relationship that was part of something you just had to go through. All right. Maybe it's part of your life mission to just have experienced what an abusive lover's relationship is. Maybe it's part of being able to understand your divine counterpart, because they've been through something very, very similar here. What is this? Great fortune, trust, protection, right? The continue to trust your spirit guides. We've got never-ending story. Community. And poised. Bottom of the deck. Clean it up. Clean it up. Reflection. Yeah. Does he love me? Does he love me not? Does he love me? Does he love me not? Worry, anxiety. I don't know, does he love you? Does being worried and being anxious at all fucking times, does that feel like love? Is that really love? No, it's not. And I know I piss people off. I know I piss people off with my readings. I know I pissed some people off yesterday because I don't have a whole lot of followers. So I can see when the numbers go down. I lost 2 followers yesterday. I must have said something. I don't know. Happiness. This is coming out to clarify community. Slow down. All right. Enjoy what's going on right now. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. The work that you're doing now. We've got manic, healing. Somebody's freaking out over your healing. All right. Fear of abundance. Forgive, unknowing, stress, courage. So this person from your past is just, they're jealous of what you have going on now. All right. So you're being called just to, I don't know, not necessarily talk to them or anything, but just be compassionate about what they're going through. We have keys on a ring, one night stand, many options, decisions, unconventional, string along. We have reunion, soul ties, soulmate, fated partnership, past life connection, past returns. And then we've got masculine energy and toxicity. We've got the word bound on here. Remember earlier I said that this was not love, this was an attachment. South node, comfort zone. This was a masculine energy from your south node. Let me read the cards again. Keys on a ring, one night stand, reunion, past returns, masculine energy, toxicity, bound, addictions, patterns, energy vampire, and I've yawned 7,000 times during this reading, bond, stuck, wounded, controlling, aggressive, egoic, south node, comfort zone, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to old ways or situations. That's what's been going on here. There's a masculine energy from your south node that circled the block. You had a choice. Some of you still have a choice. Some of you need to see the truth for what it is. My delivery might be a little harsh at times, but listen, I don't do this for money. I do it because I love doing it and because I was guided to start a channel. So I did. I might not have all the things that you want to hear coming on this channel, but it's going to help somebody. There's fear. You worked very hard in the past and were afraid. It's like no matter how hard you worked through blood, sweat, and tears, you weren't getting anywhere. And you've had a chance here for a new beginning, for freedom. A lot of you chose that. A lot of you chose freedom. Got the Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups, 4 of Coins. Okay, when this person came back around, this is to clarify reunion, soul ties. Your Wheel of Fortune came and the past returned and you held back from this person. Temperance, patience. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be a Scorpio, or either of those signs could be involved here. It's a lot. I don't want to take all that. All right, I'm going to take it all because we got 5 of Swords. Okay, someone who was trying to sabotage, a masculine energy who was trying to sabotage your healing, the Star. You can be an Aquarius, sabotage your wishes. 5 of Wands, the Devil. You just can't make this shit up. King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this was a fire sign. 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 6 of Coins. Yeah, I mean, you've got a victory over this. You've got a victory over this. Clarify South Node. Queen of Swords, the Chariot. Sticking to your guns, setting your boundaries, cutting out the bullshit, and moving forward. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. This is what's going to bring in your Wheel of Fortune. If you haven't already made this decision, I'm here to tell you, like it or fucking not, that it's the right decision to make. Move on. Venus, offer. You've got a wonderful love offer coming in your future. If you have not met anyone, don't let that be what holds you back, or what holds you back from moving forward, or what makes you go back to this person. Work on yourself, work on your own healing, and you will. It's self-worth, high vibration. You have to get into a high vibration in order to call in high vibrational relationships. If you're in a low vibration, if you're continuing to go back to old ways and you're not breaking those patterns, and you're indulging in toxic behaviors and toxic relationships, you're not ever going to call in healthy relationships. You have to cut that shit out. All right, we've got take inspired action, full moon in Virgo. Detoxify, go deeper, and breathe through the tension. Some of you may need to do some yoga. Whoa. And then we've got unleash your kindest self. All right, we've got full moon in Taurus, full moon in Virgo, new moon in Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, and first quarter moon in Capricorn. Full moon in Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. Take a reality check. Some of you need a reality check. We got stay, integrity, and cleansing. There's something here about your health. If you're in a relationship or you're entertaining things that are not good for your health, you've got to make decisions to cut these things out. Intuition. Releasing. Yes. There's something here about, in order to go through this full transformation, there's some things you may need to release. Oh, what the fuck was that? I don't like it. Why does it fall? Forgiveness, okay? Some of you need to forgive some people from your past. Synchronicity, right? Courage, the past. Accept responsibility, self-regulation. All right, so I don't know. Maybe somebody feels entitled to have attacked you or tried to take some kind of revenge on you, or to try to I don't know, move in on your emperor or whatever, because of a way you may have reacted in the past to something. I don't know. We have pleasure. Something here about your root chakra. Some of you may need to treat yourself to something. We got be still and dance. Some of you need some rest, meditation, dancing, build strength. Some of you need to get in the gym. Write a gratitude list. Some of you need to work on that, okay? And read. Some of you need to read. All right, let's get an angel number here. We got 1616, readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall, it says to pieces, but we're going to say into place. So maybe there's an opportunity here. We got 333, support, growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, talent. Seeing an angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. So for some of you, there may be an opportunity here to make amends with this person from your past. Okay, but it's going to take you taking accountability for where you went wrong in the situation. Okay, and the only way that that's going to work is if this person does not gaslight you and they take responsibility for where they went wrong as well. So there definitely could be a situation here where you're able to talk things out with this person from your past and also move forward, which would be ideal. That would be ideal, to be able to work things out, kind of, start over with your person in the past, not in a romantic sense, but in a, I don't know, work partnership or platonic, or just like not hate each other kind of way. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. Sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It's better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. All right. Some of you had no choice but to walk away. Make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. So I don't know. It might be something as simple as just saying, hey, the past is in the past. Let's let it go. We both made mistakes, and I wish you the best moving forward, and that's it. It could be like that. Maybe you never have a conversation with this person. Maybe this person writes you the long fucking letter that came up in yesterday's reading, okay? And you have a conversation with them and kind of just, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen here. A message from Archangel Michael. Let go of fear now. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. Get one more. We've got have confidence and focus upon divine and perfect health. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. And then we've got new beginnings and a fresh start. All right, let's get a closing message from the Starseed Oracle. What is our closing message for today? We've got, nope, already had that one. Now we're going to start getting into the repeats because I've been using this deck for a little while now. No, that's too many. Can we just get one? One closing message, please. What does the collective need to hear? The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. The cosmic heart. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. Starseed Soul Inquiry, how can you make your life a moving prayer? All right, you're being called to really devote yourself to your life purpose here. All right, everything's going to work out for the highest good in this situation. I'm not sure what to even title this reading, but I'll think of it when I upload it. Anyways, that's it. I hope you have a great Saturday night. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know how your weekend's going, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.